你还爱我吗? Have you ever wondered how is it like to DJ and sing on top of the table? This mission at night, no bullshit business. Hi, welcome to another episode of Mission at Night. Here, we uncover the no bullshit stories from successful individuals and ignite your dreams to success. Get ready to turn up your volume today because we have a powerhouse guest. So, from classical piano and violin prodigy to electrifying crowds with her high energy beats, she is the first DJ to perform at the Singapore National Day Parade. A mentor through her very own Tinc DJ Academy and an inspiration to inspire creatives out everywhere, she's known for breaking barriers in a male-dominated industry, redefining what it means to be a DJ in today's world. So if you have not guessed who I'm talking about, let's give a warm welcome to the unstoppable, the dynamic Tinc! Welcome Tinc to our show! It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
So why don't you share with our audience, right, who you are?
Hi guys, I'm Tinc. I'm a singer, songwriter, DJ, producer, and some say multitasker.
Actually, you're doing a lot of things. When I was researching about you and trying to look out what you're actually doing and all, the things that you're doing is really a very long list.
Yes.
Right. So let's go through one by one,
okay,
right?
Let's do a checklist.
Yeah, let's do a checklist, exactly. Okay, so first thing first, okay, what is your main job now?
I'm DJing is still my main, it's still my forte. I've been a DJ for 14 years.
14 years?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, why DJ?
I suffer from stage fright.
Okay.
Very, very, very bad stage fright. And when I was young, I've always loved to sing, but every time I pick up the mic in front of an audience, I will shake so much that I can't sing. Like I will just not, I can't. It's like really very bad. So, but I love to perform at the same time. And that really broke my heart that I was the cause to, I'm the one who can't achieve my dream.
Like you stop your own dreams.
I'm the own, yeah. So one day I just went to the club with my friends in Zouk, Jakim. Zouk is you know.
It's the old Zouk.
Yeah. And I heard the DJ and I was like, what is this? Like I have never heard anything like this before because I was classically trained. So to me it's like, this is very interesting. And so I asked my friend like, what's going on? Like, do y'all come here every day? How come y'all know the songs? Like,
was that a mambo night?
No, it wasn't. It was in future, and my friends knew every single song. So I was like, is there a CD that plays every day that y'all know the sequence of the song? And no, there's a DJ. Like, what's a DJ? So that was my first exposure to a DJ, and I was very intrigued by how one person can control the crowd in such a manner. Yeah. So I went to research, and then I started to learn it. And I realized, hey, this is actually a very good way to still express myself on stage, perform on stage, but I will still have stage fright. But guess what? When you have stage fright, it doesn't show because the equipment is your instrument. But for singing, your instrument is your body.
Yes.
So when you're very nervous, it shows and you really will not do a good job because your voice, right? But for DJing, it's not, right? Because
What's this? Some panel in front of you. There's like a little barrier between you and
correct.
the
So
crowd.
It's like that. Yeah. There is a middleman in front.
It's a safe zone.
Yes, correct. So So DJing, I started out as that is because it really was just me trying to find a way to perform, and that was the medium I chose.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I saw that you also spun off, right, to singing on the spot as well.
Yes. So after 14 years, I have decided it's time to chase my dream. It's time to do what I want. I realize life is really, really, really short and life is really full of surprises. And sometimes you just gotta do it.
Right.
So one day I was just like, why don't I just sing on my set? Like just now that I've been doing it for 14 years, I'm equipped and good enough to be able to handle singing on top of it. Yeah. So I tried it. And of course, I was having stage fright again. But then I think it's a gradual confidence thing. I went for singing classes. I went for vocal coaching. And that really, really boosted my confidence. And I found myself focusing on the technique of singing instead of focusing on the fear. So that was a turning point that really made me overcome my stage fright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in case, ladies and gentlemen, you guys out there, right, you guys don't know, you can search out on YouTube, right, and look at all those amazing videos. In fact, when the first time that I came across her was not even on YouTube, was actually on TikTok.
TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I went I went a little bit viral.
Yeah, it was viral. I mean, thanks to you, thanks to TikTok, all right, I know who you are, and lucky for me, I managed to get her, right, to be a guest on my show.
Yeah, so like I've been also working very hard on content. So one of the things that really I struggled with, especially after COVID, I think we can all agree that COVID did a number on many people,
Yeah.
good and bad. I think it did a number on me in a sense that during COVID, you lost your entire career, your personality, you know, and you really was very lost because we were the first to be down and the last to be up.
Right.
And there was no like plan for us, right? And after COVID came back, after COVID was over, social media became this new
Hype thing.
like, you know, like with the crypto hype and with like everything that's going on, technology became so advanced.
Yes.
Suddenly, you know, it was just this sudden, like where did
Boom,
it come
the
from, you
trend.
know?
Yup.
Like, you know, QR code didn't used to be a thing. It used to be lame, but now it's everything.
Yes.
So, but in a good way, I guess. But at the same time, it's like you either use it to your advantage or you lose out. So I feel like technology and social media became something that is like, is easy for everyone yet not easy. Because it's so easy and is easily accessible for everyone that it became not easy
Okay.
to stand out anymore because everyone is doing it.
Yes.
But at the same time, if you don't do it,
It became a new norm per se.
correct.
Yeah.
And I feel like my struggle was firstly finding my identity again. Because going back to DJing after 2022 when COVID was done, it was tough. 2023, I felt like it was a year for me where I was still lost. I was still lost because it's like, okay, so now what? Like, okay, back to DJing, but then do what I did 12 years ago. Like, what changed, right?
Yeah.
Why would clients hire me again? There's newer, better, fresh blood coming out who are more creative. So what is keeping me in the game, right? And I think I got a little bit depressed in 2023 to start of this year because I was trying really, really hard to find my footing and kept falling and I don't really know where I belong.
Right.
To the point that I don't even know what kind of music I want to make anymore. It's that kind of like burnout and like black hole that I realized then that is when the fear of not doing what you love overtook the fear of what if I fail.
Yes.
That is where you like, okay, you know what? There's nothing to lose anymore. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all nothing in a way.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that is where I ventured into singing again, solely just singing. I was doing some covers just to gain my confidence. And then I realized, like, why don't I just sing on my my DJ sets?
Yes.
Like, why not? Right? And then it just spiraled.
And that became awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome is the word.
Yeah.
Seriously. So you did mention just now at the start that you're also doing songwriting and producing. How did that come about?
I was actually a songwriter and producing my own stuff way back. Like, I used to have like a home studio. I used to have very, very old YouTube videos of me when I was 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Where I used to play the guitar and I play the piano and I compose and I just put it out. So I was a musician way before I was a DJ. Yeah, it was just like a musician curiosity that I went to find out what's this DJ thing
all
you know?
about. And that's where you actually change and
Yes,
come to a new
correct.
path.
Yeah.
Right. So now I'm curious, right? I want to bring you back, right, on how you started your journey. I think many of our viewers out there will be curious because I think for you, you mentioned you were classical trained in piano and violin since like 6 years old.
Yes.
Right? And when you go clubbing at the age of like 18,
19.
19. Oh,
I
wow.
was very guai.
Wow, most of us would have gone clubbing at 18. You went 19. That's not too bad. So at age 19, right? And that's where changes your world perspective
Yes.
of music and therefore DJing. That path, right? How hard was it? Because it's a whole new world to you. As much as it's interesting, isn't it?
Actually,
Scary?
it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard because I was so excited and young and excited and I just wanted to perform. And honestly, tell the truth, nobody likes classical music, honestly. we are forced. It's an Asian thing. Yeah, but I do love piano. I do enjoy it. It's just that I don't want to do it for the rest of my life. You know, it's not
Right.
the kind of thing that I want to be known for or
Yes.
be stuck to.
Uh-huh.
And to me, DJing was really a very exciting thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in a very, very strict household where I'm not even allowed to go out at all. I took my first public transport when I was only 15 years old.
Wow.
When I was already 15 years old.
Okay.
That is the first time I took the MRT by myself and I was so excited to go through the tunnel.
But most of the time you were being ferried around.
Yes,
and
because
all.
my mom is
You're
just
very sheltered, very protected lah.
I would say the word is strict.
Fair enough. Were you the only child?
No.
So all
I
your
was
siblings
the
are the same?
oldest. Yes, all the same. Yeah, every day tuition, every day just enrichment.
Right.
Yeah. So like I was doing music classes, ballet classes, art classes. I was very in the arts and speech and drama courses. I was trained to be a singer-songwriter and also a child actor and everything.
Wow.
And
Child actor, so what? You have been in shows?
no, the thing is, I hate acting so much. Okay, I hated acting so much that there was one time on set, I think it was a Fan Wong movie with all the Taiwanese. I lie and I say I'm not well, I'll go home.
Oh. But I mean, well, luckily you went there. If not that, we won't have you here now.
Yeah,
We have been a very different path.
Yeah, I just feel like you really need passion for everything you do, right? And especially for arts, because the climb up is very treacherous.
Okay.
The view is beautiful, but the climb is like 80% of the time. Like for acting, right? It might seem so like, ooh, they're at the Grammys or whatever, right? But you know the waiting and the time you wake up and the script and just being in the hot sun sometimes just to film and saying the same word over and over again. Wow, I feel like you really need a lot of passion for acting to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious here. Okay, boss, I think you did mention that you grew up in a very strict household, right? And it's a very Asian thing.
Yes.
How did your family react when you decided to go DJing?
Yeah, so it wasn't very good. In fact, when I told them I'm going to pursue music, it really wasn't very well received. Yeah, so I wanted to pursue a degree in music right after my O-levels. I knew exactly what I wanted to be already because I was already training I was already training under Liu Wei Song and Lisa Song since I was 14 years old to be a songwriter with BMI Music. And I told my mom after I graduate, I hate studying. I will do the bare minimum. If girls ever need to go army, right, I'll be the number one Cao Geng Kia. I know how to just
get out of it, figure it.
Just to do the bare minimum. Because for me, I don't feel like it value adds to my life. And I know so clear what I want in my life that I know this, I don't need to know algebra in the future. I will never ever use it.
Yeah.
So I just told my mom I want to go and get my go and get a music course and everything. And I even entered like the Red Bull Music Academy, everything. I sent all my tracks to them. You know, I was really like, I want to do this, right? I really want to do this. Yeah. And then she's like, no, you have to go and get a diploma in something reliable that you can fall back on first.
Okay.
Then I will pay for your degree. So that was the like, oh, okay, she's gonna pay for me. So and let me just go and get a diploma and something I rely on. So I have a diploma in architecture.
Oh wow, architecture.
I love drawing as well. So like to me, might as well get something that I also enjoy. Yeah. So
in case you have to fall back in, at least something that you enjoy as well.
Yeah. So at least So
you went to a diploma in architecture,
and then I have a bachelor honor in music technology.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Your first gig as a DJ, how was it?
Definitely, it was for free. It was under the hot sun. And it was I was very nervous, but it was the kind of gig that I was at the back. You know, it's not the front facing, but I remember my very, very first official professional DJ gig, it was at Butter Factory.
Oh, Butter Factory.
So before Butter Factory, I was at shows like, I was spinning for bars and like a beer market. Like, you know, where you're in the background and it's not really a full-fledged DJ, that kind. Yeah, I mean, it's still DJing, but it's like not the one that I wanted, right? Like the one, like I want to be on stage and I'm the limelight, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So the first show I ever officially had was in Butter Factory. Where I have my, when you have your name on the poster and like, wow.
Yeah, it's a wild thing. But in case all you viewers out there wondering where Butter Factory is, what Butter Factory is, it's no longer existent, right? It's a rather old club, right?
It sells butter.
Yeah, it sells butter. It makes butters and all. It's a fun factory.
Yes. So so it was, and I packed out the place.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because I had a lot of help from my sister. My sister is the kind of like very enthusiastic girl. So she like, hey, let's go, And we packed out the place. And I remember the Butter Factory bosses were so impressed because they never had the room packed out. Yeah, they were trying to rebuild that room because it was Bum and Fesh. Bum is the main room, right?
Yes.
And then Fesh was the underground room. So I was at Fesh and it was so fun. Yeah, and that was the night I'm like, yes, this is what I want to do.
So I'm curious here. Okay, I know normally, in real world etiquette and all, you never ask a lady's age. But in this case, I'm gonna ask you a very different question.
Okay.
Your first gig at Butter, how old were you?
I was 20.
20?
Yes.
Wow.
I started DJing at 19. So you can guess my age already if you do the maths.
The viewers do not know, trust me. Yeah.
Trust me, they're smart. They know.
No, come on, you're forever 21. What are you talking about?
To be honest, I'm actually enjoying my 30s a lot. I feel like 30s is really like the golden age because it's where you have enough experience to not make stupid decisions and you are financially able to kind of like do what you want. And it's the age where you are rediscovering yourself. Like 20s, I felt like it's a blur because it's just so much emotions and so much puberty and just so much things that you have to process and really is exploring and screwing things up and just falling. And I feel like in my 30s and maybe 40s as well, it will be the time where I enjoy myself the most.
Right.
Yeah, because you are really well equipped with the world's knowledge and you know how to present yourself to people. You hang around good people and you know how to choose people in your life. Yeah. So I feel like I really, really am enjoying my 30s. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, in case you are wondering why am I like in a half a shock here, right? It's because when you say that you are in 30s, right, I'm still trying to process that information.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you really do not look like 30s to me. No, I'm not sucking up to you. This is something from the bottom of my heart. It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how old do you think I was?
I really thought you were like at most 28, 29.
So I get the 28, 29 a lot. So my goal in life is to forever look 28, 29 as I age.
I think it will. I think that before this whole recording, right, Tinc and I were sharing that, how she looked after her skin. Every night you were putting on masks and all. I'm quite certain you will.
Yeah.
Honestly. So back to the topic itself. So you did mention, on our 20s, it was a mess, you're trying to figure out things out. Here I am curious. What was your biggest mess that you did in the early 20s?
I think the biggest mess I did was 22 to 25 was, I would say, the first peak of my career where I really was doing really, really well for my age. I was studying and DJing at the same time when I was in uni, and I was earning like really like adult money, right? And I think one of the biggest mistakes I did is not knowing how to save. Like just really splurging on everything. Like until today, I look back, I'm like, where is all my money? I really don't know where it goes to.
Right.
And I don't buy branded stuff. I don't own. Like, why the other girls earn lesser than me got branded things, but I don't even have anything. Yeah, so I think that is like one of the things that I would say messed up. Like I wish I did it better. Second thing is when I hit my peak at 24, 25, I think I was introduced to a lot of like bad company, because when you're in nightlife, you are introduced to bad companies. So I think there was a period where I was partying like every day, and I was complacent, thinking that the good time will last. So that was, I think my downfall was when I was 26, 27, 28 is where it started going down, but you don't notice it because you are just complacent, right? And I was still getting shows. It was still good money, but it wasn't like I couldn't see that I was going downwards. Yeah, and I started at academy when I was 24 years old during my peak, And I didn't, I rented a quite a big space. There was 3 rooms. I renovated the whole space at 24. I think that's where my money went. But I never went in for more than 5 times a year.
Do you rent out the studio?
No. That was because I was partying so much and I was just complacent and I just thought like, okay, like good things will just keep coming. So I didn't work so hard. I worked hard, but not hard enough.
Right.
Like I was just very just very tired all the time, just want to sleep. I'll wake up, I'll sleep at 5 a.m., wake up at like 4 p.m. So I think that the lifestyle was very
toxic
bad.
in a way.
It was very toxic. And,
Yeah.
and of course, the thing that led to that was a very bad breakup. And I'm a very emotional person. So whenever I go through a breakup, right, I will spiral.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think one biggest takeaway I would say to tell anyone in their 20s, actually, and I hope for me to is stay single.
Stay single.
Stay single
Until?
you work on yourself, and whoever comes. But you have to work on yourself first, because the person cannot be who you are. The person is just a bonus, is a +1. It's not you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was like the biggest mistake I've done in my 20s that I wish I didn't. Yeah.
So how do you climb out from it?
Wow, it took a lot of. I'm a very stubborn person. I'm the kind like, even if I see coffee, I will still say, yeah, I'm right. I'm the kind. So even after so many falls, I think the biggest fall was really COVID. When COVID took away everything and it's just in your face, right? Like no income, no nothing. And this is the longest I've been single. Like I have never strived so much in my life before.
Okay.
Yeah, like my mom told me, Tinc, you give so much to your partners and the people you love. Why not try giving it to yourself? To love yourself. I never truly understood the term love yourself until I was truly alone.
Right.
Yeah. It's when you really, and I told myself, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's time I'm going to give it back to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started giving back to myself for the past couple of years, and I've never seen myself like work so hard and strive.
Right.
And I realized in the past I did work hard, but I worked hard for them, not for myself. That's why I didn't feel so motivated.
So now you are fully motivated because you're working for yourself. You're working for a brighter future on that aspect.
There is a goal. Like I want to buy a house. I want to travel. I want to really do what I love and earning money, doing what I love, right? So I really have never thought that I would be so strong single.
Right.
I think humans, we don't know how strong we are until we are forced to the corner, and like that's the last thing. That's the only way out,
So I mean, on that aspect, I'm very curious, because I think in today's age, right, we do look at getting a partner, and especially in Asian norms, right? Say, hey, you're at this age already, you should be getting married.
Yeah.
You should be having kids, things like that, right? And I think for you to have went through those phases in life, and for you to come out and say that, hey, actually, you should love yourself first, right? How would you tell to the younger ones, right, that actually you did mention it's not important to have another partner at this point in time. Love yourself first. But they do not know how to.
Yeah, trust me, I'm still figuring it out. But for me, put yourself first, but of course not being selfish. If you have already someone you love and you have family, of course you have to also set boundaries. I think setting boundaries.
Right.
I only know how to set boundaries this year. And it's very, very difficult to say no. Especially if you're the kind of person who like very nice to everyone. Yeah, I would say just be nice to yourself. It's okay, they will get over it.
So how important is saying no?
Very, trust me, very, very important. And I still struggle with it every day. Like simple things, like, hey, do you wanna eat this? And you're on a diet, right? And you are like, right? Just say no. Like, do you want to just one more drink? That kind of a small thing. Just say no. And people get so offended. Why you reject me?
Yes.
Like, why don't you respect me? Actually, it's why don't you respect me, right? So I think self-respect comes from within. And when you start respecting yourself, right, people can feel it. Like, oh, you better don't go disturb her because she's really like, trying to her best. Yeah, I feel like setting boundaries is the first step to loving yourself.
Yeah. So on that aspect, what other life skills that you have learned in the last few 10 over years? Because I think for you, compared to many of, I don't even use the word ladies out there, even for the guys out there even, right? I think your vast of experience is actually a lot because we went to a nightlife. Nightlife is never easy life, right? What other experience that you have gotten there, right, that actually help you move forward today?
I would say nightlife / entertainment. I would say you only need that few friends. You don't need a lot of friends, but you just need that one friend or two friends who you really can vent your problems to, trust, and be yourself with. And sad to say is like people take people's words with a pinch of salt. Don't set your expectation too high. Instead, you work to that level and let people come to you. And you're the one who set it for people. So you have the cards in your hands, right? That's why I always say, build yourself up first and then opportunities will come. Instead of you not building and then just people giving empty words, it's going to be very tiring. Yeah.
And you mentioned that you were stubborn in the things that you want and gain, right? Have you ever doubted yourself?
Definitely. I really thought of myself like, oh man, like, actually I'm not a very good singer. Actually, there's so many DJs out there. Why must it be me? Or sometimes you see a DJ or a peer or basically someone else striving, and you're like, but he or she was not as good as me. But why is it they surpassed me?
Yes.
So definitely there is doubt. Definitely insecurities. Definitely a lot of it. But I like back to what I said. Go back and train yourself up. That's why I went back to take vocal classes. And that really boosted my confidence. Instead of harping on the problem, solve it.
Well, it's really interesting because I think for you, you open an academy as well and you're training new DJs.
Yeah.
But for you, right, you are also seeking for other mentorship and other training as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're always improving, right? What do you think? What's your take on on actually keep on improving yourself or rather even mentorship on this aspect?
I feel like improving yourself is a must. It's no matter how old you are, right? You always have to improve yourself. That's why I enjoy teaching so much because I have had 70-year-old come in and learning how to DJ.
Really? 70?
Yeah, 70.
Wow.
I once had 4 70-year-old sit in my class.
Learning how to speak.
Yeah, and when you ask them, why are you here? Like, I just, it's very sweet. It's like, I wanted something to, play with my son or to talk to with my son or just want to upgrade myself, just interested. I'm like, okay, that's very sweet, So I feel like I give them a lot of respect because for them to step out to improve themselves in this, with among youngsters, it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. So I feel like improving yourself is definitely a must because the world is moving.
Yes.
It's like, it's like what my grandfather told me, right? If you're standing in the river still, and the river current is flowing against you, you're going to be pushed back.
Yes.
You gotta keep moving. And sometimes even when you're moving forward, you're still in the same spot because society is improving.
It's always moving with or without you in it. I mean, that's how the world works.
Yeah, so always have to improve yourself. Yeah.
That's actually a very good advice for you guys, ladies and gentlemen out there, right? I mean, for someone who actually been through a lot, I really respect her for it. It's really, really not easy. Yeah. So that said, now I think you mentioned that of course you're always for innovating. Right, you're always trying to put yourself forward, as what we mentioned in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Right. How important is innovation to you?
I feel that as long as you are passionate about it, you will definitely innovate. You don't want to be stuck in the same cycle every day. So for me, being a creative, right, innovation is very, very important. Just by even now, I have innovated singing on my sets. Right, singing the same song, I'm already very bored already. Like, okay, what's next? Right. You need to have that drive, and it comes from within. It's innovation. I don't think it's something that you put on your checklist. I must be innovative. I don't think it's that. It's more of like, I must be consistent. I'm passionate about this. Because the moment you're not passionate about it, you can't be consistent and then you can't innovate. Yeah. So I feel like it really stems from oneself passion for things and how much they want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes on innovation, normally, like as what we mentioned in the last good 15-20 minutes, right? It's always a struggle. It's always tough because
Yes.
innovation is something that is new.
Definitely. If it's not difficult, right, then you are doing it wrong. That's what I always tell myself.
Good advice. If it's not difficult, you're doing it wrong.
If it's easy, then you must up the level. If it's easy, you can't grow. Like for me, 2 years ago, I don't used to exercise, guys. I really don't used to exercise. Not even climb the stairs. But 2 years ago, I told myself I no longer want to be the person who say I'm gonna go to the gym every day and then you don't do it.
Yes.
Right? So 2 years ago, I started a gym membership at Anytime Fitness. Maybe you should sponsor me, not kidding.
Yes, Anytime Fitness, if you can, please sponsor.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But they made me sign for 18 months.
Wow.
So like that's a bare minimum, right? So in my head, I'm like, 18 months, not sure whether I'm ready
It's
to
a
commit.
long-term commit, yeah.
And now, with a blink of an eye, it's past 18 months.
Wow, congrats to that.
And you know, it's like, first it's difficult. And then it sets in, it's a routine.
Yes.
And then it becomes consistent. And then it becomes a norm. Then you'll find something new. So what I've been doing for the past 2 years is I find something very difficult to do and I make it a norm.
Right.
Well, until it becomes a norm. So gym in 2023 became a norm. So now it's like in my life already. Like
Right.
if I don't go, I feel weird. So that became a norm. And then next, what do I need to do next? Yeah.
Well, actually, it's very interesting because actually, as we recall your whole story, right? Being on stage was scary for you.
Yeah.
Now it's a norm.
Well, it's still scary. It's just that, I'm talking about like the day-to-day things,
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, if you look at it, the way that you persevere, the way that you actually strive for things that you are hoping to improve yourself, right, and make it a norm it's very inspiring.
I feel like you have to make it a norm. Then you find the next thing and then you tackle it and then it becomes a norm again. And then you do, because a lot of people, we try to look at the big picture.
Yes.
Like New Year resolution is always, oh, I must have this,
I mean, most New Year resolution, most of us don't fulfill it.
Okay, so I'm very proud of myself this year because this year, for the very first time in my life, I made a mood board, like, you know, a visual board.
Okay.
For 2024.
Okay.
And before the year ended, I actually hit all my goals.
Wow.
It's the very first time I hit even, you know, like all my goals.
Yes.
Like I was very, very, very proud of myself. And I realized it's really because you zoom into things one by one, you tackle it one by one. And you see the whole thing, right? You will be very overwhelmed. And then you'll be like, okay, maybe next year.
Right.
Right? But it's like when you zoom in the little things, and really sometimes it's the little things. I have a bullet point that says less TV, more books, and also read one page of the Bible every day. And it's so simple.
Yes.
It's just one page or one line, or just spend 30 seconds on the Bible, or for example, right? Or just drink water. Very simple one. And once you achieve that, then you are like, okay, now what's
I can
next?
move to the next one.
So start small. Don't go for something that's so big.
Great advice.
Start very, 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 very small first. And then when you accomplish it, you'll be like, I am capable of doing it. Now let's try something a bit bigger. A bit bigger.
Yeah. So with that came to another question. Support system. How's your support system like?
I think I have very, very good support system from my family, from my friends. Yeah. I'm very lucky. My friends who have been through with me, they've seen everything. They've seen me at my worst, at my best, same as my family. And for sure, my friends saw me at my more like worse than my family.
Yeah, more vulnerable
because
times.
sometimes like you're not gonna show your family those stuff, right? Yeah. And while my friends, they really walk through with me everything. Like I have 3 best friends and they are with me for like 17 to 18 years. It's crazy, right? And up to today, they still fly to my show.
Wow.
And support me.
Wait, when you say they fly to a show, as in they're overseas?
No. Like when I have to fly, like 2 weeks ago, I was in KL for them.
And they flew with you?
They flew with me.
Wow.
They flew with me. They accompanied me for the show. Sometimes you don't really need verbal support. It's not like I support. It's more like
just to be there.
Just be
physically.
there. And they know that I was anxious, and they will just leave me be. They will just sit there in the room, just wait for me, you know, and just go with me, and they don't disturb me. And at the end, they're like, wow. you have grown so much, Yeah. So sometimes it's just being there. I think support is very important. No matter how strong you are, right? You need an anchor that supports you, that you can lean on, because we are just human, right? We are only just human.
But on that aspect, I'm curious because I'm going to touch on a little bit more sensitive. When you slightly become more famous, right, or more well known per se, there will always be a lot of like so-called fake friends.
Oh yeah.
Coming to come around you, trying to leverage on your I don't know, being famous and all. There are always people like this. How do you deal with it? Or how do you even identify them in the first place?
Funnily, actually, I'm a very isolated person. Like even I feel like I didn't really encounter much of this on the rise, because like I said, boundaries. I set my boundary very, very clear. Of course, there are friends who never like disappeared for like years and then suddenly like, hey, how are you doing?
Right.
Boundaries, right? At the end of the day, do you want to engage with this person? If no, just don't reply. You are not doing anything wrong. And if they can go out and say, oh, you see, she's famous, really, she don't care about me, really, but you were never there. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes you will reply out of like, I don't want people to think that I'm a proud person what, right? But at the end of the day, no, it's not. You're setting your boundaries. Right? And I feel that is very important. And once you set it, people will not.
Yeah, it's not like a diva moment.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
not. It's not. It's really, I am respecting my own time as well. It's not that, if I see you on the street and you say hi, of course I will say hi.
Yes.
Right? Or I see you drowning, I will definitely call 999, Yeah. But it's like, what's the motive behind it, right? And honestly, I feel like depending on the person, track history or whatever, then I will decide whether this person is
worthy enough to be inside.
It's not that I'm trying to be like device. It's more like my life and my time now is very precious to me.
Yes.
Who are you that I must also give you some of it? I will be very generous with my time and my money and my life with my friends and my family. I'm very generous with them. Super. So, I'm not a bad person just because I isolate you, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So I think a little shout out, right, to 3 best friends, right?
Yes.
To the 3 best friends out there, right? So you guys have been a pillar of support, right? To Tinc and of course the family, right?
Yes.
And I think she's very, very grateful for you guys out there. So little shout out to you guys. Yeah. So when you mentioned that, I'm so very curious as well, because I think you say that, time management is very important for you. You manage times. How do you do proper time management now? Because I think just now before this show, we did have a conversation.
Yeah.
You are doing DJing at night. You are producing, songwriting and all, right?
Singing. Recording.
Yeah. How do you do your time management?
Okay, for me is, I have this rule, no matter how busy you are, always time off for yourself. So I have this undeclared 1 day off in a week where I just go AWOL. Like I just don't
reply anyone.
Unless it's my friends or my family. Then I will just let myself rest. I think that is very important, because as much as you want to work very, very hard, right? The rest day is so important. And I feel like time management, you have to prioritize according to what is the driver of the whole concept.
Okay.
Like for me, I told my team, I say, yes, the content is doing well. Yes, the shows are coming in rapidly. And I was so busy last 2 months that I couldn't even sit down and record a single song. And I told them, you know what? I'm not going to take any more shows after 21st December. It's going to be my time, me time, family time, friend time, and music time. Because if I keep doing shows, I can't do music. Then what's the point? So I told them, at the end of the day, what is the purpose? Why do you do what you do? You must always put that first. And most of the time, it's always the purpose that actually takes the least time.
Yes.
It's always the other glamorous and fancy stuff that takes up the most, including money and everything. Right? Like, for example, if you run a business, then you're doing very, very well. Like, imagine if you sell fish soup, you're doing very, very well. And then you start to buy like a Lamborghini and whatever, right? And then you start to neglect the fish. Right? then what happens? Then everything falls because the fish and the flavor of the soup is the main driving point of your business.
Yes.
So I feel a lot of people forget that. And I feel like we need to give back the most to the core of the business, which is whatever it is.
Whatever they actually gave you and grow from it.
Yes.
Wow, actually that's again another powerful advice, right, from Tinc, right? And I know I should be asking this at the start, but it just only occurred to me now that you mentioned in terms of boundaries and all, right? And so you have a proper name.
Yes.
So, but you gave yourself a stage name called Tinc.
Yes.
Was there any meaning to that name?
Tinc is actually like my Chinese name.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I wanted a name that is still me. I didn't really want like a stage name that is not really me. And back then, I couldn't think of anything that was me enough for me to take it on. So I felt like something that resembles my real name means a lot to me. Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, right, in case you guys are wondering, that's the whole reason why she's called Tinc.
Yeah.
I know I should be asking this, but when she talk about boundaries, I realized, oh yes, actually.
So it's quite funny because when I was traveling to KL and Malaysia, right, there's a lot of Cantonese there.
Yes.
And I don't speak Cantonese. And suddenly a lot of people started calling me Tinc Si. And I'm like, I'm not Tinc Si. Like, why? Then they say, oh, I thought 你是天使, like it's the fairy Tinc Si.
Yes.
Then I'm like, okay, that sounds nice. At least it's like a nice thing. But they honestly thought the pronunciation is Tin and then C. Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so to all the Cantonese out there, it's Tinc, right? And not Tinc Si.
Yes.
With that, right, we'll come up with a special segment of our show. We'll come back. Right, so this is the special segment of the Enzo. Right, so the Enzo card was actually developed because we actually have many viewers that came to us and said, hey, actually, I am doing for networking sessions or I'm meeting my mentors, but sometimes, I'm actually dumbstruck, right, on what to ask them. So we developed, right, a set of cards where you can actually play in 3 different ways, right, and today we're going to demonstrate a very, very, very simple way, right, with Tinc, right, with this set of cards here. So I'm going to choose Act 4 here, right? So Tinc, right? For the sake of our viewers and all, what I'm going to do is I will shuffle these cards.
Okay.
All right. There are 13 cards in this segment.
Got it.
Right. And then all we need to do is just pick 2 cards and we'll answer from there.
Okay.
How about that? All right. So let me just quickly
Chinese
do
New Year
this.
is coming. It feels like a warm up.
This episode will probably be done after Chinese New Year. But yeah, there you go. So let's pick up 3 cards.
3.
Oh, sorry, 2 cards.
2.
Yeah, any 2. Anything that you decide. This one?
And this.
And this one. All right. So maybe you want to pass it to me or you want to do it
Time
yourself?
to
You decide. So the first question, right, is that Tinc picked up was, how do you mentor and support the next generation of leaders in your industry? Yeah.
So for me, this is a very relevant question because I actually have a course called mentorship.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I basically train up the next, hope to train up the next generation of DJs or aspiring DJs. And for those who I feel like they really have potential and just need a little bit of help.
Right.
Because, I mean, in the past, I really wish someone did that for me.
Okay.
To, help us just a little push. Instead of trying to figure out like the knots in the industry, actually sometimes just with some help, they are able to power through and just reach the next level. I feel like it's more of like coaching as well. Sort of like teach you how to fish but don't give you the fish kind of concept. Yeah, so I actually mentor them. I bring them to my shows and they'll open for my shows or close for my shows. And I will sit there and they will know that I'm watching.
Okay.
So after every show, we will do sort of like, okay, what happened today that was good, that was bad. And then we will work on it. So it's sort of like a layering, and the shows get bigger and bigger and bigger. And they also start to not only do shows. In the past, DJs just do shows, right?
Yep.
But I'll teach them a little bit about the business. Like, okay, you see over there, look at the clients. Who are the clients? Identify them. And then start to look at their expression a little bit more than the audiences because they are the paymaster. And for you to grow, you need more shows.
Yeah.
And then PR skills. How are we gonna PR them so that we make sure that we are able to come back again? So it's not just the soft skills. It's also like not just the hard skills as a DJ, but also the soft skills as a person out of your DJ persona. How are you gonna strive, right? Because at the end of the day, everything is business.
Yes.
If you don't earn money, this is the fact of life. If you don't earn money, you can't keep doing it forever. So yeah, so I basically mentor them through sort of like shadowing and also following me to watch the shows, and I will, everything that happened, I'll be like, okay, do you just notice that? Okay, this is the reason why it happened. And then I'll tell them. And I will let them make mistakes. I think making mistakes is very, very important. So sometimes I will see that they're gonna, I know you're gonna make a mistake in the next 5 seconds, but I let it
Let it happen.
because I know that the show is not big enough for them to make an impact in their career, but it's small enough for them to learn a lesson, and it will not impact them.
Yeah. So, but for you yourself, how do you learn these skills?
I guess it's really from falling a lot.
Right.
Yeah, I've set up a company before. I have being owed money before. I have like mentored many people before, and I have also had people guiding me in the past last time. So I learned from all these experiences where it's more of like, I wish someone did this for me. So let me create something to help others.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. That's great. So the second card, right, that Tinc actually draw, right, was what new challenges did you take on to continue growing? I think we'll probably cover a little bit on that just now.
Yeah. Singing. I guess my new challenge is more than that, right? Is sort of a rebranding. Sort of sometimes when the path is being taken so much already in the past 14 years, the path is already like, okay, what it's already there.
Yeah.
Try something else, you know? And it's gonna be the road less taken, and it's gonna be very, very bumpy because it's not paved, right?
Have you identified your next challenge?
Actually, my next challenge for me is to save enough money to buy a freehold property in Singapore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that is like on my visual board. But then nowadays, like my visual board is not just for a year. I look at it in 3 years trenches. Like I feel like 3 years is sort of like away from, because not right now I know my growth. So after a while, you will know your growth speed.
Yes.
Then I feel like 3 years is something that I can work towards too, because the throw is further. Yeah. So I think it varies from people to people. Some people need 3 months or 6 months, and that's fine. Yeah. So, but I feel like for me, the 3 years challenge for myself is to be financially more sensible. Because, you know, schools, y'all should teach us this kind of thing. Why y'all never teach us how to file tax?
Actually, that's a very
Y'all
good
should
question.
have you know, like they got this CCA, maybe 1 hour a week just to teach us like the ins and outs of CPF and how to file tax. I think these are so important.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like this is really, really what we
And this
truly
is
need
what
as a
you use-
Singaporean.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so to anyone that's out there, right, who was working for the ministry, something that you guys consider on, right? In fact, actually, most of our guests, when I have a conversation with them, they do reflect this same sentiments as well. And if you're an entrepreneur out there, right, or rather an aspiring entrepreneur, right, this is something that you should get yourself acquainted to.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you watch a lot of like tutorials on TikTok and whatever, like, but it's all based in the States and Europe. Like, you know, get your first house and second house, but we got ABSD. You know, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Like Singapore work very differently.
Yes.
And there is not a lot of educators out there who educate properly. So I feel like to be educated in this area from young age will help a lot of us
Yep.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great advice.
Yeah.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how to use the Enzo card, right? And you look at it, 2 questions, so many answers. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. Right. So, Tinc, just now during the cards Enzo segment, right? You did mention that actually, if the government, or rather the education system, right, gave you a little bit more knowledge about filing taxes, CPF, things like that, right, you have been better off.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, can you share with us why so? Because I think in today's context, many of the younger ones, to them it's just a very mandate thing, CPF is just something that's government control. But as an entrepreneur, why is it so important?
I think it's important because the Singapore government, and I think we can all agree on this, is that they actually support us a lot. And I didn't used to understand what's the use of CPF, and I felt like it was a waste of my time.
Right.
Because why are you locking up my money? Right. And it was only like in the later stage where I realized, actually CPF is because the employers have to top up 17%, and on top of that, you also have the special account which they're closing because there is a higher interest rate. And there is like stuff like that, why don't you teach that in school? So that when we set out, we already like, okay, when we go to work, when I went for my first job and it took away a part of my money, I'm like, why?
Yes.
But why?
Your hard-earned money,
Yeah,
why?
why? So it's like, I feel like there should be more sort of bridging steps
Okay.
for young adults when they are coming into the workforce. You know, to learn about actually where can you allocate your money. Right? Like if you're, especially when you're a freelancer, because freelancer we can also give our own MediSave and our own CPF, right? And what is best for you, then you can, you know. And one of the biggest setback I feel like I had when I was running my own private limited is I didn't know that we need a secretary to do all this year-end thing. I never knew.
Right.
I never knew, and it's so expensive.
It is, yes.
Like, you know, and then when you're first starting out, and your entire year's ROI went into the secretary, then what's the point, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like there should be more help in the entrepreneurship and freelance department.
Okay.
You know, maybe like an online template secretary where we can just fill it up ourselves and submit it, that kind of thing. I don't even know if that exists. Maybe it already existed, you know. Yeah, and how to file taxes. Like I was just saying, like during COVID, a lot of freelancers didn't manage to get the $9,000 grant, the 3K a month, because they filed it wrongly. Right? And I think that's so unfair.
Yeah.
And there's just this kind of thing. I feel like is a step-by-step thing. You can either make it more user-friendly. We can all agree that it's not very user-friendly. Okay, like there's just so many small prints.
Yes.
You know.
But finance is a very complicated world, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think a lot of like normal working adults, they don't really understand because their company filed it for them. Right. I'm talking more about like entrepreneurs and freelancers who are really doing. Some months we don't earn.
Yes.
And some months we earn more.
Yes.
So it's like,
how do you balance it out?
How do you go about
report your taxes,
doing all this? And do you know that when you buy property, your loan, there is a 20% hairline, the hair trim, because if you're a freelancer, they will assume that you are not consistent. So they will do a 20% hair trim.
Oh, wow.
So that if your pay is at 5K, they will only count 80% of that to give you the loan. Yeah, so it's like all these things, right?
Fine prints and all.
Like the small things is what matters the most to freelancers, because it's really every cent count for us.
Yes.
Because we are like our own bosses, and we are our own propeller for the income. Yeah, if we don't have sick leave, you know, we don't have all this. Yes, it comes a lot of freedom, but we have no paid leave, we have no paid maternity leave, we don't have all this. Yeah, so, you know, I feel like with some help from the government sector, if they start teaching us in secondary school or even poly, right, or uni, I think it would really help us. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen out there, right, this is not financial advice. This is also not property financial advice, right? But I think it's something that more Singaporeans that should know about, especially if, let's say, you're an entrepreneur or even if you're an employed staff, you should know, because I think it really does impact to every single one of us, right? Here, earning our living. Because rather than wasting our time away, or rather wasting our money away, right? We need to know how important this money are and take care of them, especially when we retire.
Yes.
Right? I think, so in case you guys are wondering what Tinc and I are talking about, right? Feel free to go and look for your own financial advisor for advice, or your own property agent, and ask them what's happening.
Yes.
Right? I think they will be able to be, they are way more qualified than us to talk about this.
Yes.
Yeah. So now back to this on the table, and you mentioned that, you know, hopefully things that you have learned, right, when you're younger days. So I'm going to transfer you back to when you are, let's say, I don't know, 18 years old.
Okay.
All right. Okay. What would you have done differently to your career?
I don't think I would have done anything differently. Honestly, I don't think I would have. Yeah. Except for staying single.
Wow, that seems like a huge, what do you put it?
Yeah. I think because I wasted so much time. I think time is so important. Yeah, I think time is really, really what they say money, right?
Yeah.
And it's way more than money, because time is something you really cannot get back.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't regret anything I've done. I feel like every step of the way led me to who I am today. And it's also because of the relationships I was in that really honed me into this person. But if you were to ask me, I would not change anything, just that I wish I can learn all these things while being single.
So will you be open to a relationship right now?
I would say it is definitely not like I don't want, but at the same time I'm also not looking, because I'm so busy. I don't even have time to eat or sleep in anymore. I don't even have time. You know, like last time my friends will be like, we are very busy. I got no time to reply you. I will always like, how busy can you be that you can't even reply? And okay, I finally get it now. I'm so sorry.
So to any guys that's interested in Tinc right now, right, you stand a little chance, right? But I think you probably need to be that huge pillar of support for her, right? And of course, right, understand where her boundaries are, and then maybe you might have an opportunity, right? So I mean, that's jokes aside. So I think back to you, Tinc. I'm curious also because I think for where you are right now, you made a name for yourself, right? Especially you was the first DJ, right, in Singapore, right, to be playing in the Singapore National Day Parade.
Yes.
Right? So, first thing first, being recognized in the Singapore government context to be the first DJ for National Day Parade, how does it feel?
Definitely, it feels a very different sense of achievement because it's one thing to be known, it's another thing to be known to the government. Yeah, to be recognized and to be accepted as a talent. I think that is a very huge feat for all of us. Yeah.
And with that said, what sort of legacy do you hope to leave behind?
For me, I feel like I would love to be like the one representing Singapore in the music scene overseas and really showing the world like actually what we are capable of and everything. And I have this like small mini target. I want to sing the National Day theme song in 2026 or 2027. Like I want to.
So National Day Parade organizers, right? You have a candidate here waiting for you to be invited, right? To sing their theme song.
Maybe I should submit my own writing. Because I feel like that is one thing that I really, as a Singaporean, as a proud Singaporean, I really would love to like do and sort of like, it would be a very big milestone in my career. It would definitely be very fun. Yeah,
I think it's a very proud moment, right? To be singing for the country.
Yes. I feel like that would be very nice. Yeah.
So actually, Tinc, I wanted to touch on a little bit because I think just now you did mention on vision board, right? And I think many entrepreneurs, some of them do put vision board, but they are not so blatant about it. And for you, I realized that you're a very visual person.
Yes.
And you have a vision board.
Yes.
2 questions from there. How do you learn about vision board? And then what do you do with the vision board?
I think we all know about this vision board thing since we were young because like our school will make us like, write our goals and everything. It's sort of like a goal setting thing, right? But for me, I think I learned it on TikTok. Like they were just like, showing. And I think when I saw the vision board post, I was at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, you know what? I got nothing to lose. Just do one and then see how it goes. And it was my phone wallpaper for the entire year.
Wow.
In my face, every time I look at my phone, it's like...
And with that, you continued till today.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's where led you to your success today.
Yeah. And I feel like vision board, I always put it in different categories. Like there is a personal category, like personal growth, like maybe just to go to the gym, drink more water, eat more vitamins. Really, it can be anything. And then there is like the career growth. Like, I want to hit how many followers, or like I want to earn how much in a month.
Yeah.
And then there is a family side and friends side. I want to spend more quality time. So you section out the like different part of your life. Yeah, so I did that. And I think that really helped set clarity. Instead of just putting one big goal out there, then that would be very like,
too vague really.
Too vague. And also, of course, the small goals, they are all little steps to reaching the bigger goals. Yeah.
So to the viewers out there, right, go and Google what vision board is. I think it will help you greatly in your personal life or even your career, right? As you can see, Tinc. And in fact, many of my guests, I've talked to them off the air, and they do mention that they have a vision board, right? And I thought it's actually very nice for Tinc to share with us how important this vision board is. Yeah. So, Tinc, right, for every single guest that came to my show here, actually I'll ask them this particular question, which is, if there's one word that you will use to inspire the younger generations out there, or anyone out there, what would that one word be and why?
I think the word will be consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah, I think that is the hardest part.
Okay.
To be consistent. It's easy to grow. It's easy to fall. But I think it's the hardest to be consistent, to stay consistent.
Continuing growing.
Continue being consistent every single day. You wake up and you decide to be consistent. I tell you, it's very difficult.
Right.
It's very, very difficult. But when you do it, I actually just after 1 month, you can start to see results. But a lot of people cannot follow through.
Yes, because it's hard, it's tough.
It's not easy.
It's the habit is very hard to actually
It's not easy.
cultivate in a sense.
Yeah, so I feel like consistency is, I would give credit to being consistent, to sort of like my newfound success is really to be consistent. I told myself when I started, I wasn't posting much on social media, and I didn't really even enjoy doing content.
Right.
But I started taking classes. I upgraded myself. I took classes. I went for like Zoom classes and everything, and I just started doing. And I just told myself, you know what, good or bad, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every 3 times a week, I have to post something.
Right.
And I did that consistently for the first 3 months. And then through that's where you start to find your niche. Then you start to say, some video work, some video don't. And that's fine. And you must throw away the idea of every video must work or everything I do must be a success. No, you are going to fail. And that's fine because then you rule it out. You have to do it to rule it out.
Right.
So I feel like consistency is like really the master to like success.
Right.
And to stay successful. You cannot be successful and then you're like, oh yeah, now I'm good. That was also my downfall. So I've learned and to stay true consistently. I used to be someone who, oh yeah, have a beer, let's celebrate. Today I did a good job.
Yes.
But now it's like, no, I only celebrate after like a huge milestone and I still feel guilty celebrating.
Yes.
So I feel like you should work until the point where success is like, okay, just another day. Let's just continue. Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, what does success mean to you?
I feel like being successful means to have freedom to do whatever you want and to not have the fear of like not having a roof over your head, 3 meals. You can really just do what you love. I really feel success is it's not really about how much you earn because everybody quality of life is very different, right?
Yes.
It's really just waking up and be like, today I want to do this. And then you can go and do it. I think that is where you really succeeded in life.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that thing. I think to ladies and gentlemen out there, right? Success, right? Wrong. Consistent is the key to success. Yeah.
Yes.
Pardon me for that. But yeah, well, that was really, really very, very powerful. I think I was thinking back, right? And recalling all the things that I'm doing consistently, right? Actually, I realized some of these things actually didn't even really follow through. Maybe I should start doing that again.
Yeah, like putting sunscreen.
Yeah, yes,
It's really the small things. It's really the small things.
Yeah. So you guys are wondering why we came to the topic of putting sunscreen because of the air we were talking. It was like, how do you maintain your skin? And saying that actually guys don't really put sunscreen. Then he was telling me that actually guys should put sunscreen. If not, we actually look a bit older. We have some of these black freckles and all. Yeah, so little beauty care skin tips for you guys out there as well, right?
Yes.
But yeah, thank you for that. So before we end off our show, right, I'll probably put you to focus on this camera. Any last parting advice to anyone out there inspiring to succeed, inspiring whether is it DJing or even in their life?
I feel like if you don't have fun doing it and you don't feel the fire burning doing it, then try something else because really life is so short and do something you love. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be your job, right? It can be a passion or a hobby that you love on the side. But wake up every day, not dreading it is really, I feel, it's the key to happiness in life. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Tinc, right, for being on our show, right? So to you viewers out there, right, I think this episode you really have to rewind a few times, right? Because I think there are so many powerful nuggets, right, that you share, right, that is so real to all of us out here, right? So once again, really thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Right? And to our viewers out there, I hope to see you guys again. Hopefully the nuggets from Tinc, right, they're able to climb to your success, right? Till next time, I'll see you again. Hi guys, thank you for listening. If you like what you have just heard, follow us for more content like this.